I was going to be here as a principal at Shawn, which was amazing, right? Amazing. So Clyde Crawford's story, right, goes up and he goes down and he literally sees that Konawaena is literally on the edge of Mauna Loa. I know it looks like we're on Hualalai, but we're not. We're literally on the edge
on the slope of
Mauna Loa. So, Hail Konawaena, pride of Hawaii, right? We thy children sing. Daughter of Pele, Mauna Loa cradled. So it's literally seated, as it's cradled by Mauna Loa, right? Yeah. Make us worthy of thy name. And then he's talking about the people of Kona, right? To thee, O jewel of the Kona. Jewel, the jewel within the island jewel is not only Kona, but it's people, right? So it's an amazing history. I don't know if you also know, when you look at a lot of the state seals, get the brothers on the state seal, they're Kona boys. Yeah. Just to let you know.
Oh yeah.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
That I didn't know. That's
so
okay.
After Bobby Awa in 2004 won her first basketball championship,
right?
That uncle who was giving me also said, but you know why you guys won, right? And I said, no, uncle, but I know you're going to tell me. And uncle was like, it's the Mana Kona show. And he starts to tell me about all of this. First graduating class was in 1925. Gabby Inaba was one of those, one of the first. We all know the Pink Hotel and we all know, Inaba family. So he was one of them. He became a senator and he actually became principal of this school. The field is named Gabby Inaba Field after him. In 1926, the second graduating class was actually the first yearbook. It was called Kavena o Kona. I actually have copies, and it's a trip. So I actually wanted to show you this. This is out of the very first yearbook, but it says Kavehi o Kona. And this is the school fight song, and it says, bearing aloft the blue and white. Oh. So when your school started,
it gets better.
Konawaena was blue and white. And Konawaena were the knights. With a K. Knights. Maybe because of the Kona Nightingale, I don't know what that connection is, but there's certainly part of that in the school's history. So that's in 26. So I'm going through the yearbook, so I go through 1927. And in 1927, by the way, in 1926, just to show you, I made a copy of this too. I gave them to Bobby. In the very first yearbook, there's a picture of the girls' basketball team, and they're holding a basketball that says champions.
Oh, nice.
That's the front. I was like, here, Bobby, check that out. And Bobby was like, oh, damn. Well, she never said damn. She said, oh, shit. Bobby don't say damn. Bobby say the real words.
You're from Kona, that's why.
Just FYI. The next one is 27, so I made copy. And so over here, it says football. The credit for the successful season we had this year on the gridiron belongs to Mr. Lewis Collins. So this guy named Lewis Collins, who was a player at the University of Hawaii Manoa, came over to Kona and he began coaching the team. Organized it, taught him real drills, taught him actually how to play, right? But this is Kona, and we know more. So he got the old uniforms from the University of Hawaii Manoa.
Nice.
And so within 2 years, Coach Collins turned out a team, 26, 27, which is equivalent to any high school team on the island. The Kona's green and white so in the matter of 2 years from your fight song blue and white, the school colors become green and white because Kona can't afford uniforms and they get the old unis from UH.
No way.
So when you look at UH Manoa and you look at the green and white, the Kelly green and white, that's the color of Konawaena.
Exactly.
That's where Kona got it. Well, in 1928, yearbook, what happened at your school was Kona jumped on a boat, I assume, and they were in Honolulu and they played St. Louis. And they were playing St. Louis High School. And the guy who was announcing the game was a guy named Crane, and I want to say his name was Ezra, but Ezra might have been his dad's name, but it was Mr. Crane. He was a young 20-something-year-old, and he's broadcasting on KGU, and he's watching this team play. Kona never win. Kona lost to St. Louis 13-6. Right?
Nice.
13-6. And what he says is, he says on the radio, he goes, "Oh, Trey, look those Never Island kids, bro. They fight like wildcats."
Boom. Yep.
And so that guy Crane, who was the son of the mayor of Honolulu at the time, on the radio says that. And so in the yearbook in 1928 now it says the quote Wildcats opened the 28th season with a trip to Honolulu playing the highly touted St. Louis 11 champions of Oahu. We lost the game, but we won a moral victory. Our players showed that they could play football. Although they were outweighed and faced more experienced players, they gave it all they had and never quit fighting until the game's ended. So the whole deal with being Wildcats has nothing to do with it being a cool mascot or some college. It has to do with being from Kona, and when they knock you down, you getting back up and win or lose. So when you're on the field, I don't care if you lose, but the guy across from you,
Don't know
better
that
know that they play Kona. That's the this of this school, and that's why it's the Wildcats.
Yeah.
So that's how your school became green and white. And the Wildcats started from Clyde Crawford, who saw this amazing place, from a young coach who borrowed some unis and went out there and taught his kids to scrap. It's always been that way. Yeah. So and then let's go take a look. When you guys were here, it's probably about 2,200 kids in the high school, give or take. You were still Konawaena High and Intermediate.
Yes. Right.
Had some not so good reputation about some things at Konawaena.
Right. Around the nation.
Nationwide.
Right. Right. So had some of that. But you know, those things were true of a lot of semi-rural communities, and so it wasn't a whole.
Because it's cold, you know, over
they,
here, Kona.
they lost, right, and so they kind
And then on
of
cable TV
singled
back
out
then.
Kona because it's probably a safe thing to do, in my opinion. But in about 90, early 90s is when the school split. So they moved the middle school, intermediate school kids to one section, eventually took this area over to separate it out. You still had 2,200, 2,300 kids in this school, which was built for maybe 1,200. Scraps, everybody's rubbing elbows, it's hard. Kealakahe opens. Kealakahe opens in 1997, takes 9th graders. Everybody runs to the new school. And in 3 years, 4 years, the school is down to 900.
Total.
In 1990, and I'm telling you this because I was there. In 2007, there were under 700 kids at Konawaena High School, and Kealakahe was busting at about 1,700. Busting at about 1,700. So there are about 2,100 now, today. There are about 2,100, maybe a little less, high school age students that in Kona. You know, your school has a pretty good reputation all of a sudden, and it's been doing some kind of amazing things, and it's been winning a few stuff.
Yeah.
Whatever, right? And so next year, we're surprised. We were projected at 730. We're right now at close to 820, which is an unheard of jump in schools. I know that the other schools are getting a bit smaller, and this is becoming you're getting a biased opinion from Shawn. I think this is becoming definitely a school of choice. Last year's graduating class of about 137 kids got about 2.7 million in post-secondary scholarships. You've had 2 kids at USC, one with a full ride at Dartmouth, one at a full ride at Smith. had a few athletes sign a few things. Tayana Tolleson signed that 4-year full ride to Vandy as their goalie, and then obviously we have the Molina sisters, and you know, Leah Galdera this past year signed the first kid out of Hawaii to sign the WNBA, right? I don't know how that's happening, but there have been some pretty incredible athletic as well as academic things that have happened here so far. But it's also a different school, and there's been a lot of changes. So I'm excited to show a few to you. I think you'll be kind of stoked at some of the amazing things that are here. Since you guys took off in '86, I got here in '89, so I just missed you.
Yeah.
I just missed you.
He's 89 too,
Yeah. Well, see, I came here in '89, like the beginning of the year, like the first graduating class of '90.
Okay.
So that was when I first got here. And
where was the line? Where's the...
No, the line is always the same. The thing go down to Hono... Oh, good question. Okay, so it's Honolulu, down south, right? Castle-Lee, Honolulu. And then used to go up to Waikoloa, right?
Right, yeah.
And everybody used to...
Honolulu and used to come on...
Roger.
Right.
So now what they did was they drew the Kealakahe Kona line.
Yeah.
Over there north, it goes up that Holualoa Road, like it goes from Yamas.
Yes. Old Yamas, yeah.
Yamas, right? Down where Ali.
Yeah.
Okay. So the thing come up there, comes back, and then it goes up that Holualoa, goes up. So if you're on this side of the road, you're Konawaena. If you're on that side of the road, it's Kealakahe.
Right.
Okay, so that's the line. So Pualani Estates, like when you're driving back down and you see that, that's Konawaena. That's us. And then
So we were Alika, you would have been.
Yeah.
Wow.
So that's what
You guys too?
Yeah.
I would have been there.
Eric, this is the Principal Shawn
Kealakahe,
Suzuki.
probably.
John, Eric
I'm
Nana.
sorry.
Sorry, I'm tardy.
Principal's office, bro.
We're here.
We're gonna have a good excuse. We should have the wooden passes.
The wooden pass, yeah.
Yeah, something just get, or like some clown always with the toilet seat.
Yeah.
Always get that one teacher, that would be fun.
Yeah.
Dang.
Mr. Kadang, yeah.
Oh, bro, really? So, just to let you know, so we got repainted, maybe not well, but it's at least it's green and white, or green.
Green.
You also need to know, because, I mean, it's like, come on, bro, this is like Konawaena. This is not a school, it's Konawaena. So they were going to paint it the regular DOE.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
That's what they stopped.
Right.
That's what they stopped right there. So we're like, people,
Like,
you need to get a grip.
Tell them, no get
Konawaena High School.
no get outside, no get
This
that.
is the only school that got this. They custom made some colors for
Yeah.
Konawaena. Brother, you can make paint when we need to paint.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, you ain't painting it. So everything, this color is us. Everything that's a different color is something else. So for example, that's the middle school, and you can see it's painted different. If you look over there at the pool,
Oh yeah.
the pool is actually county owned.
Right.
So that is why it's
Ah.
So when you're looking at the buildings and you see this, now you're looking at something that Konawaena owns. Yeah, that's Konawaena High School. Everything else is very much the same. That's still S building in the culinary classes. Let's go up to the farm. Let's go take a walk.
Sure.
But let's go straight across, because I want to show you something actually at the mural.
Yeah, I'm gonna stop it.